Fresh on the heels of the New York Liberty bringing the WNBA championship to the Big Apple, the men's regular season is tipping off this week, and the NBA's focus is firmly set on the future. Commissioner Adam Silver sitting down with CNBC Sports' Alex Sherman for an exclusive interview covering everything from the WNBA's path to profitability to the NBA's use of AI. Fascinating conversation, Alex.
You know, I asked Adam about the WNBA because it's such a hot topic, particularly in the sports business world, because the ratings and the overall enthusiasm have been off the charts. And now people are thinking, well, how do we monetize this? How do we keep this going? The NBA struck its media rights deal in partnership with the WNBA. That whole deal was $77 billion. Any idea how much the WNBA's piece of that was?
Karen does.
In the 200s.
200 a year, $2 billion overall. Yes. So that sounds like a pittance. If in other terms, you could say, well, it's a six-fold increase over the previous deal. But still, that's a big delta between 77 and 2. So there's a little bit of angst in the ownership ranks about, is this league too tied to the NBA, which owns a majority of the league? So I asked Adam Silver about this, and take a listen to his answer.
We're working with WNBA owners that also own NBA teams, and then more broadly, the NBA owners on what the right valuation of WNBA teams are going forward, what the best way is to operate that league. It's very integrated now with the NBA. There's aspects over time under Commissioner Engelbert's direction where they're still fairly integrated. They share the same office space with the NBA, but under her direction, we've added some separate departments, like, for example, where they're doing their own marketing right now. They have their own basketball operations department. So it's a balance of things, but I'd say we're collectively looking at all those issues, figuring out the right way to operate going forward.
There is a reevaluation of the media rights in 3 years, whereas if the popularity of this league continues to go up and up and up, media partners will, in fact, pay more money to the WNBA. But clearly, you could see that Adam Silver and the owners are starting to think about, okay, we may be sitting on a gold mine here. Let's figure out ways to make it. Because right now there's a bit of a conglomerate discount, I would say, on the league.
Sure. And, I mean, that is the case for the Liberty's owner, right?
Yes.
Which owns an NBA team.
They own an NBA team, yep. Right. I mean, there's just a ton of interest. A couple of years ago, the WNBA wouldn't have been in a position, remotely close to what it is now, but I think they may not be in a better position again, even what you're talking about. I
mean, we'll see, right? Like, there's obviously Caitlin Clark has really driven the popularity of that league, but still the finals, which did not have Caitlin Clark in it, was a 25-year high this year. So it's more than just her. We just really don't know quite yet how much more.
A lot more, though.
Yeah.
And I agree, Caitlin Clark effect is gigantic, but this was kindling that was sparking already. And then it just,
From your standpoint, would the separation of the two leagues be better for the WNBA? Is it like unlocking value, some of the parts sort of thing?
That's a good question. I don't know. I don't know what the standalone would be like. But I do think so highly of both Adam Silver and Kathy Engelbert. It's great leadership on both sides.
I think it's a question that needs to be asked to some degree. And in fact, I did. I asked Adam Silver, in hindsight, do you wish you had negotiated this in a carve-out way so that it wasn't just the WNBA kind of going along with whatever the NBA did, because the partners are the same. But actually, if they had negotiated separately, theoretically, they could have brought different partners to the table, and maybe that overall number for revenue would have gone up. So the next time around, of course, it's an 11-year deal, but if the WNBA is, in fact, sort of a rocket ship up, and all you need to do, by the way, to your point, is to look at women's college basketball and the enormous attention on the big schools there to figure out this is more than just Caitlin Clark. You do wonder if we will see a little bit more of a separation of the NBA and the WNBA in the years to come.
Right, but these issues are really interesting because it's happening across sports in terms of how valuable women's leagues are, and we saw it also in lacrosse, right? They're exploring.
Well, it's interesting that you said that. Did you guys see Josiah on the float there?
I did. I did.
And I saw him speak a few weeks ago somewhere, and he was asked the question, "What are you most excited about? What do you think the best opportunity is in pro sports?" He said, "Number one, WNBA." He said that's kind of obvious, but he also said pro lacrosse, which I think he's also an investor in that.
Yes.
He's really